The Woefully Uncultured Show, a place where your troubles will go. Watch our Alex judge what he should know. Watch his knowledge expand and grow. The Woefully Uncultured Show. We think Alex grew up under a rock, leaving Nick in a constant state of shock. But we will laugh all the way, see what he'll say. Please don't take his opinions to heart. Not his fault, he doesn't know art. Nick's got his work cut out for him. Alex, be careful about the fans you're about to be dissing. The Woefully Uncultured Show, there'll be no other uncultured show. The Woefully Uncultured Show.
First of all, what's this bruise right here?
Me and Dolly were wrestling.
Okay.
You should see her.
Hospital.
Yeah. I don't know. I just woke up. I was like working the other day and I was like, what the hell?
Jeez. Look like a Dalmatian. Don't do that. So what movie do you think we're going to watch today?
Scarface. I was thinking about Googling this morning movies that are 2 hours and 40 minutes. I was like, no, I'm not going to do
When I told you the time, I shaved some time off. It's pretty long.
Nick, how long is it?
But based on my outfit, what do you think we're watching?
Oh, Scarface.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie's like 6 hours long.
It's what I told you.
240?
2 hours, 40 minutes. Plus a little extra time.
Okay. It's like 3.5 hours.
No.
Okay.
Don't. It's not
I'm
like
gonna Google it.
Don't. No, you can't. You don't. You have to go into this cold.
All right, let's watch it.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
Well, what do you think it's about?
It's about like a drug guy.
It's about a drug guy. Can you elaborate?
I don't know. I just know he's a drug guy, and then he has the machine gun. Has that famous line,
Which we all know is.
"Say hello to my little friend."
Oh wow.
It's the only scene I've seen from it.
I mean, that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
You just wrapped up 2 hours and 40 minutes into one little ball. Packaged it, 2-day shipping, Prime. So I'm gonna head out, enjoy the movie. Okay, yeah, we're watching Scarface, and I guess we'll get
Let's
your thoughts
go.
on it after.
Look at that! I nailed it.
You did, and it's like kind of ruined the whole thing I had planned.
I probably would have known. Like if I got it wrong, I probably.
But it
would've-
was the outfit that I wore that like really sort of clued you in.
I thought you were going to the tiki bar.
We could do the tiki bar. I won't say no. Yeah, cool. Let's start this thing up.
You excited?
I'm stoked.
Let's put the headphones on. Oh, now I can hear. Al Pacino, that's his name.
So the first hour is just the opening credits.
Jesus Christ, that's what I say. My God, let's get this thing going. Hello. Okay, sure. Sounds good.
Some good news, man.
Oh, that's for sure Scarface, huh?
Yeah.
Be out of this
Yeah,
place
alright.
in 30 days. Not only that,
He's got a scar on his face.
Oh,
and
there
a
it is.
job in Miami.
That's so damn right.
Oh, how we made, man. What are we gonna do?
Oh, yeah. Literally.
No, man, somebody else.
50 minutes in, guy with the scar on his face.
I
Probably
can't
Scarface.
even see the scar because the goddamn light.
Checks out. Make sure the mic's under you.
Ooh.
Poi too much, no? Ci sono la Ci vai da cash to the famous.
What's this with the Colombians, mate? Yeah?
It doesn't matter.
What doesn't...
Really?
He says Colombians and you make this...
Damn. I'm up. Dahlia.
So what he's wearing right now, that's what I was trying to wear.
Yeah, that is.
No.
Sure.
Yep.
Basically is.
She looks friendly.
I mean, in his eyes, either he gives the money without getting the drugs, and the guy that gave him the money kills him, or this guy kills him.
It's not a great
you're kinda-
situation.
you're dead either way. All right, question.
Yeah.
Scarface and Tony Montana are the same person.
Yeah.
Who's Al Pacino then?
The actor who plays him. Yeah. I love these like realizations you have during the movie. Tony Montana. Scarface?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino?
Still the same
Are
guy.
they the same person? The Twilight Zone episode?
How does he not know? Or how does he know for sure that's not that guy's wife or something?
That is his girl.
Really?
The boss's girl, yeah.
Why are you looking at her like that? How come he only introduces Tony Montana? It's like the other guy's just what? Nothing to him. He's gonna end up killing him. Huh?
Just watch the movie, man.
He's gonna kill him. Who's that guy? His like right hand man?
Yeah.
Didn't remember last year this time we were fucking sexist.
What kind of insult is that?
I love how every time I see them, they're a little more jazzed up.
Wait, so isn't that the drug lord's girl?
Yeah.
Why is she there?
They're supposed to drop her off.
Why was she with them?
Because the guy couldn't make it. So he sent them to pick her up.
When did this happen?
Just right then. Remember? They showed up in the car. And she's like, everything's ugly. So they drove to the car dealership.
Whose shitty ass house is that?
What's wrong with that house?
This is like compared to that house he was at before. Is this guy in other movies?
Is Al Pacino in other movies? Yeah, he's one of the best actors around.
Not now.
Oh, at this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still in movies.
Yeah.
Does he actually have the scar on his face or no?
No. I think they like, no, we need an actor with a scar. I know, the makeup department, we don't need to include them in no, let's let it be natural.
Looks real.
Or they're
Even
like,
for the 80s. Or
who's
whenever
willing
this
to
movie
get cut?
came out. When did this movie come out?
I believe sometime in the 80s. Or no. It's a good question. I should know that, to be honest.
Bet you won't get within 2 years.
I think it came out in 86. That'll be my guess. So I think it's set back a couple of
I'm
years.
gonna say
I think so.
dang, 86 is a good guess. I'm gonna say 83.
Okay. So this starts 1980.
83, let's go.
Okay.
That was lucky. She wants that one. Damn, she hella wants the money. Cut.
Start the movie over. What's the mom think? He's not going to give her the money still?
She clearly wants it.
His friend's just out there waiting in the car.
What the hell? Why? Is that the big Cuban guy?
Yeah.
Why did they like want every girl?
I don't know, but it's like he's going after the boss's girl. He just made a comment about his sister.
Olivia, like the average lifespan is hella small.
Really?
Like other countries in like South America will be like 75, 80. Bolivia, it's like 62 or something. I don't know why. It's hella weird. Is that cocaine behind them?
Yeah, they're doing the big thing.
Damn, that's hella coke. How many times have you seen this movie?
Over 10. Yeah, for sure. I watched this all the time when I was a kid. That's why I'm the way I am.
Did he even say anything?
No.
Come and get it. So he's going back to talk to Frank, and then coming back after that. Jesus. Maybe not. Been doing lately when I watch movies that try to find things that like are wrong that they didn't like do properly.
Oh, like the scars on the wrong side. Or something. Yeah.
Like he was just talking, and his hands were like this, like on his hip. And then when it cut to like a different camera, he was like putting his hands like this. He had spent $18 million on coke. One of those people that needs coffee.
Yeah. Like pre-coffee me? No, thank you. What if I sat like this the whole
Did
movie?
you have any coffee before I got here?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, that's your third cup since the movie started.
Okay. Okay, we're counting coffee drinks.
Oh, speaking of Cuba.
I used to be able to do that. His accent so well back in like high school.
Speaking of Cuba, are you still coming to Cabo in October? So how could he afford that house like without like saying he's a drug dealer?
Like it's a weird ratio. I feel like this is really long, but then this is pretty short. I guess I don't know.
Say hello, my little friend. Are they gonna do the old one too?
What's the one in that situation?
Guarantee you he kills Frank.
For love?
I mean, oh wait. Who's that girl? What's the girl's guy? Husband or boyfriend name? Is that Frank?
Yeah.
But who? So the guy he was talking to about the 18 mil. The 18 mil guy. That was Frank.
Yeah.
But that's also his girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, Nick, was that his sister dancing?
Yeah.
With who? That's the guy she is.
Some random guy, yeah.
I thought it was that
Oh,
guy
no.
at first. He would have killed him. What kind of coffee are you drinking?
It's French roast.
Dude, you put hella cream in there.
Yeah.
Hello. My living room probably goes to like here to there. What the guy asking for? His wallet?
He said, I'm giving you orders to, get lost.
Who the hell is that?
That's Frank.
Really?
How do you not?
I thought it was Frank, but then I was like, what? He wouldn't talk to him like that.
Yeah. There's a rift in the relationship.
And the girl's there. She's
Yeah, because he's hitting on her. He's a bit of a hothead, huh?
Al Pacino? Hell yeah.
Tony.
Oh. My God. Wait, what did he say?
Is that Coke in your bra? You're just glad to see me.
What the hell?
Waiter, can I get a... I think this guy's doing like a caricature of a Cuban.
Caricature?
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and character?
I just realized I have a mustache still.
I bet it was the Diaz brothers. They got beef going back to the summer. You're right. Glad you paid for it. We're gonna return the favor for you.
How come no one's defending him? Like, no one's pulling guns on Scarface.
Because he's got a gun out already.
Damn. That hurts. Is that her? He's obsessed with her.
I know. It's almost like creepy, right?
This killed your husband.
And I let myself in.
I had this splinter since we were doing that thing.
That's a cool shot.
New boss in town.
Oh look, they're working.
Is that Hollywood? Or what the hell is it called in Florida?
Manny.
Disney World? What's that?
That's his USB outlet.
Wait, that's the girl?
Yeah.
What the heck? Savage. She said she would never fuck him. Liar. I don't think I'd ever have a huge wedding like that. It's such a waste of money. That's a cool shirt.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It's pretty sick. That girl does cocaine like I drink coffee.
What the hell?
What?
Thought I ordered something on Amazon yesterday and I fucking never hit order. That's bullshit. I fucking ordered it. What's that? He's buying the house?
I think he's trying to figure out how to launder his money.
They don't do midnight. Or in high noon.
Midnight's canceled.
Nice.
Finally, we see that.
Is he at a restaurant? He doesn't know anyone there.
No.
Just talking. He drunk. New York.
Uh-oh. He's not driving away. Look at that house.
Jesus. So much red. Oh my god. He has to say that line soon. This movie's about to fucking end.
Are you just in this for the...
I mean, it's like, when does he say it? Does he say it?
Do you have your movies mixed up?
No. Are there multiple Scarfaces? Movies?
Can we just skip through the first one?
Big old door. Why are they so interested in everyone else's girl?
I don't know.
It's like he wanted it. He obviously he's gonna find out.
We got married just yesterday.
What?
I'm gonna surprise you.
Surprise.
We weren't going to invite you to the wedding.
Do you think it would have changed his mind if he knew they were married?
No. I don't think he's thinking straight, so I don't know if he would like, oh, well, you're married now. Group of people sneaking in.
This is the scene.
What are you talking about, dude? That's not this movie.
Yeah, it is. What? Yeah, it is.
Did you look it up?
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
Were you like, what movie is Say Hello to My Love
I
Friend?
just Google the line.
Before I
It's
had
nice.
those curtains on the windowsill. Then someone told me a trick. If you put them at the top, it makes the ceilings look bigger. And I did it. I'm like, oh yeah, it does make the ceilings
So they were
look bigger.
dragging on the ground.
I had different curtains.
No.
I had shorter yellow curtains.
Damn, those curtains were probably expensive. Bury his face in it.
Because guys are like, hey, Tony, you got a little...
I would just start laughing if I saw that.
Jeez, that's a lot. One of them does this. Get a little...
Gross. Oh my god. Really? That's so ridiculous.
I mean, one sneeze and that's done for. Why is this guy wearing sunglasses at nighttime?
Who are these people?
Sosa's guys. Remember he screwed over Sosa in that group? So he sent these guys to kill Tony. Here comes Shades. You know they say like, your body's 80% water?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be like 80% cocaine.
Why is he just standing there?
Jesus.
Oh shit. Jesus. Right?
Yep.
Oh, world is yours. I thought that when I saw that at first, I thought they were at Disney World. Damn, hella dead bodies. Shade's got him. The guy with the tints.
He takes those shades off for nobody.
That guy's weird.
They're on 24/7. And the thing is, he has no idea who he shot. He can't see a thing.
Howard.
So now that we've just seen Scarface, all 2 hours and 40 minutes,
2:49.
my first question to you is, why Scarface?
What do you mean?
Why? What? Just why?
You picked it.
Okay, that's fair. My next question is, how Scarface?
Oh my god.
Now, what did you think? I mean, this is a movie that you've never seen, and it's been out for a few years.
41.
Okay.
Actually, more than that, right? 17 plus 21.
I'm not a math guy, and you know this. And the fact he'd give me the
Less than
pressure
that.
of being filmed and calculating
38
it's,
years.
It's wrong, and it's going to dampen our friendship. That being said, I don't know what to do with my hands. Should we hold? All right. But what did you think?
It was good. It was a lot less action than I thought there would be.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a like killing like every like 5-minute type movie, and there's probably only like what 3 or 4 scenes that were kind of just like all out.
Okay, but how did that? So you went in thinking, oh, it's action, S to F, start to finish. So you're coming in thinking that's gonna be like a John Wick style,
Yeah,
and it ended up being more like a real movie.
yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, I like action, so I was a little disappointed on the lack of action. But
Lack of action. Got
I like the story. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think people like these movies because they want to live like they want to see what that life is like. Like everyone obviously isn't going to be a drug dealer, but everyone's kind of wonder like, oh, that'd be kind of a cool life to live. Like bringing in like millions and flying to like Bolivia and whatnot. I mean, obviously you're not going to live that life, but it's kind of weird that like you kind of have like that. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool to do.
Oh, I think he's a relatable guy, right? He comes from humble beginnings, immigrant or refugee, and then sort of slowly, rises to power, but in the process, makes more money. He's getting the chains, the clothes. So it's like seeing, one of our own. He's made it type thing.
Yeah, it was just weird. One thing I didn't like was like the guys they all worked with, everyone like wanted like the other person's like girl or sister, and it's like, dude, there's like so many like women, like he's gonna kill you or like try to kill you if you like try to sleep with his sister or his wife or whoever, and they were just like focused on that, like, oh, I gotta. It's like
you're like, eyes on the prize here, guys. I mean,
yeah, it's obvious he's gonna kill you. Like it made no sense. Like he'll kill anyone. So like
a lot of women in
especially his
Miami.
sister, like wow, he was super protective over her.
Yeah, well, I mean, understandably so. I mean, that's his kid sister.
I don't like that.
Was that the first time you ever heard that phrase?
No, kid sister. I kept thinking kid's sister. Like, oh, it's his kid's sister.
Oh.
Which I was like, so his daughter? But kid sister. It's like a young sister. It's kind of a dumb thing, but it makes sense.
How do you feel about him shooting his friend?
A little dramatic, kind of. I mean,
You think that crossed the line a little bit?
just a little.
Oh, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. I don't know, but I was so predictable that it was going to happen. Like, it's not like he's going to be like, oh, I told you not to do this.
I told you, and that's the first warning. You get 5.
And I don't know why she was so shocked. Like, what?
Oh, yeah. Like, oh, we got married and we're surprise you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe if he knew they were married, he wouldn't be so, like... Because I think in his eyes, it was like, oh, he just wants to sleep with my sister. But then like, oh, they're married. Like that's my brother.
Right. It's not. It's not a
he's,
fling.
like,
It's
family.
like it's love.
Yeah, and then I think that's why he was kind of like zoned out for that last like part of the movie where he just didn't care anymore. And then once his sister died, it was like he was ready to die.
Did so much cocaine up to that point.
He probably didn't even feel his death.
No, I mean, well, we saw some semblance of that at the end where he kept going, Manny, Manolo. That's the best impersonation he can do, by the way.
And he was like getting shot, and he wasn't even like, he was just like still like yelling at him, and then the guy with this like shotgun to the back's gonna do it.
Shades walked in, shotgun.
Tints.
He kind of, I don't know. Have you seen Terminator 2?
No, but when I saw him, I thought of The Matrix, which I haven't seen, but
What?
I just thought of like that because they have like those tight sunglasses that like hug your face and like the suit.
You haven't seen The Matrix? Oh my god. And hence the show. Yeah, gosh. I mean, the amount of cocaine that was on that desk
It's kind of cool.
was unreal.
Well, I was thinking, how do they grind it up? Like they didn't do, like sometimes they use like the back of a knife,
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way they like would they like put like in a blender.
I don't know anything about that, and I feel like you're trying to get a confession out of me. I don't know any. Yeah, the part of the trivia I was looking up in this movie is that there may or may not have been real cocaine used on screen.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, think about it, this was done in the time frame in which it shot in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't they just ask Al Pacino, like, would he lie about it? They're not going to arrest him 38 years later.
I don't think they would, but I think some people get off on like.
It's all this cancel culture now.
Oh, I don't know
He'd
about
be
that.
done for. Real cocaine. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. We don't want to see him on the screen again. Get him out. Send him to the Mar-a-Lago.
I feel like it'd be cool if it was real cocaine. I mean, obviously that big mound wasn't, because that'd be like millions, like has to be like $1 million of cocaine that was just on that table.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's not real. But
that'd be
I'm wondering
cool,
if like
like
the little.
Yeah. But do you think that stuff they were snorting was actually cocaine, or do you think it was just like?
I don't know, because some actors get really method. They really become the character. But I don't know if that's what he would do.
And I feel like back then it was like a regular thing, like how we saw, like they just like we had a restaurant.
Yeah. Well, and you could smoke in restaurants back then, so
Yeah,
so
it's like kind of anything goes.
Yeah. So Tony, did you resonate with you, relate to him, or is he just kind of like? I mean, what did you think about him?
I don't know, he was kind of like I mean, when you play his role, like if you're like the drug lord, you can't have like a nice bone in your body, like you kind of got to be like a no BS kind of guy.
Right, he was no BS, but he's very like pompous and
and he wasn't
big ego, very machismo.
Yeah, he wasn't like a gentleman.
No,
at all. He was just like a scumbag.
Yeah,
it's kind of what you got to be when you play that position.
I was thinking about the actor who played him, because he's not Spanish.
He's American, but I mean, he's not. I don't think he's like American. I think his parents probably immigrated here, because he kind of looks like he might be like Italian or something. But yeah,
he plays a big character in a movie that we'll cover at some point.
Which movie?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I mean, if we're not gonna watch it,
fine. The Matrix.
No, shut up.
Kidding. Yeah, but in this, he plays Cuban, super tan.
Yeah,
but that accent is very non-authentic. Apparently, I mean, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
that's what they say.
People have said. I think it's over-exaggerated, but you look at his character, his whole self is over-exaggerated. Everything he does, I mean, he's got, an his house. I mean, that's so much red. It's an eyesore.
Yeah, the house was a little ridiculous.
It's red and gold. What was that?
Nothing.
I'm not making a move on you. Don't worry. So I looked up some random trivia.
Oh, great. I'm going to fail.
It's not a quiz. It's not the SAT. But it is multiple choice, so be ready. Next, number 2 pencil only. You bring in a pen, trouble. Trouble's a brewing.
Is it like actual questions like, oh, what happened?
No, it was just like interesting things I read because that's been like 8 years since I've seen this movie. But it is a loose remake of the 1932 movie, and that dedication at the end of the film is for the original director and writer of the original 1932 Scarface film. This movie was originally rated X.
Really?
Yeah. Because the profanity, mainly the violence. So that chainsaw scene.
But they didn't show anything like I was hoping.
Well, they cut it out so they could get an R rating.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that.
I would too. And I think they kept having to revise it to get that R rating. And they finally revised it enough to where the director was like, no, we're not going to cut anymore.
I feel like now movies are way more graphic than that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like, that wasn't anything like closing your eyes like ew type, like, but.
Not just because we as a society have become desensitized to violence.
Grand Theft Auto.
Due to our reality. Oh, okay. I was trying to take it somewhere, and you just said no, not today. Put a pin in that. So the writer, Oliver Stone.
Never heard of him.
Really? He's a pretty notable writer. He was a San Francisco 49ers fan.
Is he still?
Is he still a fan?
Yeah. Is he dead?
I don't know. Let me call him.
Well, is he dead?
I don't know. I'm not a
Well,
fortune teller.
he's such a famous writer. You'd think he'd know if he's dead or alive.
I'm not keeping up with every script writer. But he named the character Tony Montana after Joe Montana.
And
Joe
that's
Montana,
why,
he was a quarterback back in the day. He's pretty popular too.
and that's why they would play the song Tony Montana by Future at the Niner games. I guess. I don't know.
To the one person that listens to this, you've learned something today. Pacino, the actor who played Tony, ended up burning his hand on the barrel of the gun during the final climactic scene.
So they were real guns.
No, but they fired blanks, and I think the friction from that
Oh, wow. That's cool.
still makes it hot.
Is that where the scar comes from?
Well, it burned his face. It's burned his hand. You seem to have a lot of confusion about who Tony Montana, Scarface, and Al Pacino were throughout
Same
the
guy.
movie.
Same guy. We all knew that coming in. Like, come on. That's basic knowledge.
The amount of times. So that's Frank.
Well, no, because, well, like, it's just...
Frank didn't change. The same guy. He's been Frank throughout the whole film. All 2 hours and 40 minutes of the film, Frank has remained Frank.
But it was weird, like, certain scenes where, like, it didn't make sense. Like, I don't know. It didn't seem like that would be him. Like, it looked like him. I mean, because it was him, so it has to look like him. But it was like, why is he doing this right now?
I don't know how you go through life, but...
It threw me off.
So what do you... Now that you've seen it, what would be your, I guess, overarching... well, not overarching, but your rating for it? Let's do a 5, like a 1 through 5 star.
I'd give it, like, 2.5.
2.5 stars? Okay.
I don't know, it was kind of slow. I wish there was more action.
So slow.
And I feel like it was a little predictable.
Predictable. Okay. Now, do you think it's predictable just because you've, seen so many movies? Or not so many movies, but you've seen maybe movies that this has inspired?
Possibly, but I mean, just things where, like, all right, the way he, like, looks at Frank's girlfriend or wife or whatever she was. It's like, well, obviously, at some point, he's going to kill Frank. And he's going to be with her. And then the way his friend looked at, what was his name? Andrew.
Eh?
His friend that got with his sister.
His friend Manny?
Oh, Manny.
Also known as Andrew? The Cuban named Andrew.
I said Andre at first. Come on. That was like, that's close. And like the way he was like giving his sister a ride home, like it was obvious they were going to get together and he would kill him. So like.
So all the relationships.
This felt like they were so predictable and they just spent a while to build up to it.
So you thought like it's very predictable where Tony would look at this, the girl, they get together.
Yeah, and then
he's got to kill Frank.
Point. Yeah.
The brother or Manny looks at the sister. Yeah. Well, they're going to get together and he's going to kill. So those storylines all predictable.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I see that. So not enough action, predictable, I guess, relationships and their consequences.
Yeah. back in the day, just kill someone when you have a problem with them.
That seemed to be their response to most situations was just
Kill them.
get the gun out.
Yeah, let's just end this.
Let's shoot first, ask questions later type of guy.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, you give it 2.5 stars. I pulled up some reviews.
And look at that. 5 and 1. Meet me in the middle.
Right, so I've pulled up here a 5-star review on Amazon Prime. The average rating is 5 stars.
That's impossible. Someone gave it a 1 star.
The average is 5. When you go on there, it's got 5 filled stars.
It's ridiculous. It's 2.5. Should be 2.5.
Okay.
What would you rate it?
I really like the film. Like
Well, you've seen it how many times?
when I was a 13-year-old, I had a Scarface / Godfather mafioso themed 13th birthday party, surprise party, and my mom had my uncle take me out, for ice cream or whatever. And then at night, all my friends came to my house. She made me a big spaghetti dinner. There were Scarface posters everywhere, and then there was a horse's head in the center of the table.
What?
You'll get that when you see Godfather.
I think I've seen The Godfather.
I feel like you'd know if you've seen The Godfather. Anyways, big mafia, Scarface. So I started watching at a young age, and I really, for some reason, enjoyed those movies.
I mean, I like movies like this, like the few that I've seen recently.
Like organized crime.
Yeah, and like Mafia.
You've seen Goodfellas, right?
Yes, but I fell asleep.
Okay.
Dude, it was like 10 o'clock and it's 3.5 hours. Like, what am I going to do? Not fall asleep?
Okay, well, you shouldn't start a movie that late at night.
Hey, when you live with Jericho and Drew, you don't really have a choice.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into reviews.
All right.
So this 5-star review is by a gentleman named 100% Prominence. He said 5 stars, and then I guess I don't know. You could put subject lines in reviews, but the subject line is, "I don't kill women and kids, but he really does when he sells them coke." I guess in that scene where they're trying to assassinate the guy.
What kids did he sell coke to?
He didn't.
But he's just saying that he's getting it to someone who's gonna sell it to kids.
I
And,
guess so. He's.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so much.
I kind of like that scene where he went and killed the kids. Kind of showed he had somewhat of a heart.
Right. If you're 18, I'll kill you. But before then, you're free and clear. Anyways, this guy said, excellent movie. However, with no comma there. I don't know why I paused. However, it's sad. Black rappers gives adulation to a cokehead bully criminal. There's no punctuation here. It's driving me crazy.
They're talking about that song, Tony Montana.
Right, and there's also other. There's tons of rap songs that reference the film. And there's even a rapper, I believe, named Scarface as well. Anyways, he said, excellent movie. However, it's sad. Black rappers gives adulation to a cokehead bully criminal. You can still get rich in life without selling drugs, killing souls. How do you kill a soul? And going down the death road for money. There are a lot of rich folks out here. Oh, God.
That's not even a review of the movie.
He's just going on. There are a lot of rich folks out here, spelled her, in the world that attained wealth while still being moral, having integrity, and just being a decent, law-abiding human being. Tony Montana is the definition of a scumbag. He destroys and conquers and not build for anyone else but themselves. But good classic movie.
I was going to say, this guy realized it's a movie, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, this guy think this was a documentary? He's like watching this thing like, I don't think this is a good guy.
I don't understand why he gave it 5 stars. It seems like he was like...
Yeah, here's another one. 1 star. Terrible. Sound almost absent. Can barely hear it, even with the sound all the way up. I wanted to cancel this, but not find a way to do it. Obviously, this was not reviewed by a human, or I would have heard something back. Either A, how to fix it, or B, get a refund / return. The sound sucks! I have other films in my Prime library, and none have this problem. Sounds like you have a hearing problem. Get your ears checked, bro. Here's another one along sort of your vein. 2 stars. Great movie. Love the movie. One of the best. 2 stars. I'm not sure he understands the 2 stars.
Yeah.
The star system rating. Another 2 star. Overrated. Was good in 1983. Now, not so much. It's like you expect the graphics to get better over time.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And that's all the reviews I have. There was another sort of fun fact. Steven Spielberg directed a single shot of this film.
Let me guess it.
And you've heard of Steven Spielberg, of course.
So we're going to cut this if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But he is Star Wars director.
He is not the Star Wars director.
What's that? Oh, that's George Lucas.
Yes.
Let's go. Steven Spielberg. Oh, that's the It. Okay. Directs.
I don't think he did it. That's a good question. I don't know.
Who?
I don't have my phone to check.
Who?
But he's done some very notable
Okay, like what?
major films. Like if I told you a film, like, oh, that one.
Okay.
And we're going to watch some of his films too.
Well, tell me one of his movies.
I believe he did Indiana Jones, E.T.
Oh, I hate E.T.
Oh my! How do you hate E.T.?
It scared me as a child.
It scared you?
No, E.T.
Oh, E.T.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure which movie you're talking about.
Oh, I'm thinking of Stephen King. It.
Oh, okay. I see. That makes sense. See where you're going with that. Same name. Same guy.
First name.
Same thing. Yeah, I think I would give this.
Well, you've seen it like 10 times, so
I know. I like it.
You don't watch
like,
a movie you dislike that much.
But it's like I wouldn't hold it up next to Goodfellas or The Godfather.
Really?
Yeah, I think those are way better. But this is entertaining for me. So I'd probably give this like a 3.5 star. I love the movie though.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like, I think The Godfather, my opinion, that's a 5-star movie all day.
I guess we'll find out. What's that movie with Leonardo and
Ninja Turtles.
no, Leonardo and there's like a few big names in it, and there's like they're trying
Raphael, Michelangelo.
they're trying to find the rat in the police.
Yeah,
department.
Master Splinter.
No, they're trying to find the rat within the police department, but so he's undercover. Leonardo's an undercover cop, and then
You're talking about The Departed.
The Departed. Yeah,
The Departed.
Jericho watches that movie once a month.
Really?
He loves that movie.
It's a lot of time to commit to
He loves
a
that movie.
movie. I mean, who would do that?
Who would do that?
Is he going through something in his life, you think? Perhaps a breakup? Maybe.
No, he loves that movie.
I mean, I love playing video games. I don't play video games that much.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should. And that's the whole point of this podcast. Is, for me to sort
Do
of
what you
self-
enjoy.
Do what you enjoy
Once a month.
Once a month for about 3 to 4 hours.
Thank you, Jericho.
And if you can't do that, then what's the point? What's the point? That's my camera. You can
Sorry.
just you can
Sorry,
just
I didn't mean to look at it.
don't look at it. Don't even.
I have to wear my headphone like you.
I just do that if I can hear someone sneaking up on me.
I can't. Oh, okay, I can hear.
Do you want me to turn your mic on? This is the warm up. So now that we're sort of, warm, the mics are hot, sound is flowing, we can start the podcast.
You're annoying.
I know. It's my downfall. Well, that's all you have to say on it, I think. I think that's it.
Decent movie. I don't think I would ever watch it again.
Final remarks, decent movie.
So the way I like to think of this, if I was on a flight and this was the only thing I could watch, or to sit there, I'd probably watch it.
But the whole time you'd be thinking, this is a 2.5
I'd be thinking,
star.
damn it, why did I make that decision? I could be sleeping right now.
And you're like, also, why am I on Spirit?
No.
I should have just upgraded.
Never flown Spirit.
Don't.
Well.
And we've lost that sponsor.
But I would fly JetBlue, now offering nonstop flights, San Francisco to JFK and Boston, 7 days a week. That's how you get sponsors, Nick.
You just plug things.
Someone's gonna hear this from JetBlue and be like, "Okay, we'll pay for this."
That was good. You know what else is good? Lamborghini.
Oh my god!
Reliable. Doors that go like this. Flashy colors. You want to be like Tony Montana? Go down to the San Francisco Lamborghini dealership today.
That's a good.
You just keep saying things that you want.
That's a good advertisement voice.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
I'm working that in front of the mirror for a couple days now. So. It's weird when I'm doing it by myself. You know, you're standing there. There's no clothes on. It's dark, and yet you're in front of a mirror and you can't see a thing. Like shades.
Oh my god.
I wonder if no one pointed that out. Like, why we're sitting assassin and we're compromising his vision.
He was badass.
So it's just for aesthetic, just to look cool.
He didn't say a word, did he?
No,
And he never really ran.
he didn't.
The whole
have
time
to.
he was just kind of like a robot.
He was like a robot. I feel like since you haven't seen Terminator 2, I don't know. If you'd
Let's slow down on Terminator 2 because I haven't even seen Terminator 1.
Okay.
So unless they're, like those movies that don't relate to each other, you know how you kind of have to watch one and then the next?
I mean, I don't know. I would start at 1 just so you kind of understand the world or how it works. But that character, Shades, he's dressed like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2. They both have like a sawed-off shotgun, both sort of like...
Oh, is that the one where
get
down.
Sort of mechanical style.
Something like that.
Probably, I don't know. He's yelled so many things in so many action movies.
I've never seen a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Get down! Get up! Get down again!
Get up.
I think my final remarks is that I would watch it again.
Okay.
Probably not tomorrow or the next day, but a month from now, and I'm not paying for it. Okay. But I can't watch it a month from now because it's off Netflix in 30 days.
Yep. June 30th.
June 30th.
See, look, we've just plugged Lamborghini, Netflix, JetBlue, not Spirit Airlines, but any marketing is good marketing in my book. So kind of plug them.
Okay. Anything else you want to plug?
No. It was nice to meet you.
This is our first time meeting. Thank you. And thank our friends over at Rolex.
Oh my god.
The Woefully Uncultured Show. There'll be no other uncultured show. The Woefully Uncultured Show.